From the official broadcast home of the Buffalo Bills, here's A.J. Feldman with News 8 Sports.
A few days ago, Bills defensive tackle Star Lotulelei opted out of this year's season due to COVID-19 concerns. Today, the Bills lost another key defensive piece as it was announced that cornerback E.J. Gaines won't be playing this year either. We have all the details in the Bills report. Gaines is opting out of this season because of, quote, some family things. That's according to General Manager Brandon Beane. Gaines was signed in the offseason. He was expected to compete for the second cornerback position. Now that battle will be left for Levi Wallace and Josh Norman. Gaines made 11 starts for the Bills in 2017. He left for Cleveland the next year, then came back to Buffalo in 2019, but missed the year after suffering a training camp injury. To try and soften the blows of Gaines and Lotulelei, the Bills signed cornerback Akeem King and defensive tackle Niall Scott. Neither is expected to start. They'll likely be depth pieces. It's one of the many moves you can expect this year to deal with a pandemic season unlike any other. Thad Brown can explain.
Brandon Beane said this morning that the first game of the season feels 6 months away instead of what it really is, 6 weeks. That's because the COVID mountain that the whole league must cross before the season starts is large and unexplored. The Bills can only take things one day at a time, and that's not just a cliche. COVID is already changing the roster constantly.
Every day, kind of wake up and see, does anybody positive? What does it look like with the contact tracing? Do we need to have someone else sit out today? And then once we figure out who we're going to have in the building that day, how are we going to make the most of it?
The virus prep in Orchard Park has been extensive. Players and staff all wear contact tracers that turn red if 2 people are closer than 6 feet. The team even had 3 virtual meetings with player and staff families.
Trying to spread the word that it's not only on the person in the house that works for the Bills, it's on everyone in the house to be smart.
Sean McDermott said his players and coaches must hold each other accountable and not get upset if they're on the receiving end. His safety catchphrase this year is back up or mask up.
Every decision that every teammate of mine and every person in this building, which we're all teammates, make has got to be, with so much love and appreciation and respect for everyone else's health and safety that we're not going to let each other down.
Expectations and standards this year on the field will not change. There will be no COVID excuses, but the record is not the only priority.
The first goal to winning is keeping everyone here safe and healthy and their families.
We talk about it, safety being number one. Now we got to live it, and walk the walk.
With the Bills, Thad Brown, News 8.
Thank you, Thad. It is reported that the opt-out deadline for NFL players will be either Tuesday or Wednesday, just a few days away. Until then, players will continue to have those conversations with their families about whether or not they want to play. And coaches, well, they're in the same boat. For example, Eagles head coach Doug Peterson revealed today that he has tested positive. And Bills head coach Sean McDermott had a long talk with his family before making the decision to coach this year.
I've had, as a man and a husband and a father, conversations with my family. Like this is what's going on in our world. What is our decision as a family? Are you okay with Dad? And in this case, the husband leaving to go to work, knowing that I can't guarantee that I'm not going to get the virus. And so we had similar conversations, and obviously I decided to come into work.
When the Mets began today's game with the Braves, they had no idea where Yoenis Cespedes was. It wasn't his hotel room. His bags were packed and gone. Turns out he decided to opt out of this season for COVID concerns and didn't tell anyone. Eventually, his agent did let the team know midway through today's game. To that game, and it wasn't a pretty one for the Mets. Bottom 4, Braves up 2-0. Johan Camargo takes David Peterson for a ride. Solo shot that just clears the wall and left. Let's take another look at that web gem attempt by Dominic Smith. Bit of a missed time on the jump. That sums up today's game and the season for the Mets so far. They strand 13, get no runs across, and fall 4-0.
This damage.
Red Sox and Yankees, this game was good. Aaron Judge homers in each of his last 4 games, and guess what, kids? He made it 5. Down 2-0 in the second. Deep shot to left gives the Yanks a 3-2 lead. Jump to the 7th, all tied at 6. Rafael Devers shows he can hit him far too. To the bleachers in right, Sox go up by 1. 8th inning, tied at 7. All rise. I believe they call this one a unanimous decision. Judge with his 2nd of the night. That is your game winner. 2-run shot ends this one. Yankees win 9-7. Rochester native Thomas Bryant and the Wizards taking on the Brooklyn Nets in the bubble. And oh, what a game Bryant had. Start things off with the casual 3, then just a few minutes later, the pick and roll. He had 7 points in the first 4 minutes of today's game. More bully ball in the 2nd, powers through Jarrett Allen, the bucket and the foul. Then to end the half, he's wide open. He's begging for the ball. Give it to him. That gives him 18 in the first half, and that ties things up. Later in the 4th, Wizards down 4 with 3 minutes to go. Bryant lays in the lob to make it just a 2-point game. Finishes with a season-high 30 points, but the Nets pull away late. They win 118-110. Final round of the World Golf Championship event in Memphis. This one turned into a slugfest between some heavyweights. Justin Thomas going flag hunting on 16, sticks it close. Moves into the lead at 13 under with a birdie. Right on his tail, the defending champ Brooks Koepka rolls in the monster on 17 for bird, puts him 1 back of the lead. He needs a birdie on 18, but the tee shot heads left, finds the drink, and no one can catch Thomas. He moves up to the top spot of the world rankings with a 3-shot win at 13 under par. Coming up after the break, final look of the weather with Eric. Stay tuned.